Hello, my name is Alberto and I would like to share with you a project I did, which I called Water Heater Wireless Control using the D1 Mini Wi-Fi by WeMos. By using this WeMos card, it actually allows you to control your water heater from any phone or tablet and preset either two daily hours to turn the water heater on or turn it on immediately. The best part of the project is that it turns off the water heater after a pre-programmed interval, and I will show it later on the code. As you can see, the WeMos card cost below $3.5. Also used in this project is the real-time clock DS3231 to capture the time, and two relays. You can use either the solid-state relay that uh, can be operated from 3 volts or a magnetic relay that works from 5 volt. Please check that the current rating is high enough to support the water heater. The schematics is quite simple. You connect the real-time clock DS3231 to the WeMos D1 connected to the SCL and D2 to the SDA port, and of course you connect the VCC 3.3 volt and ground. I also use the D6 and D7 ports to connect them to the relays to disconnect and connect the high voltage phase and return path, as the water heater requires to disconnect and connect both. Of course, you will need your own water heater. Let us pass briefly through the code. The code is explained all over through these comment lines. Two important things: whenever you find the word "dude," it means water heater. Alarm 1 timing must be smaller than alarm 2 timing. I set the settings. We will pass through the important ones later on. You can see here I'm using D6 and D7 as mentioned earlier to control the relays, using the serial port to talk to the real-time clock, and there is also an option to use the serial monitor to debug the code. You will need to uncomment all the serial print command to see those on the serial monitor. What can we set from the phone/tablet to the water heater unit? We can ask to turn off the water heater immediately. We can ask to turn it on immediately. If this happens, I'm capturing here the time and set the turn off time to be checked up the loop what I showed earlier. Also, we can set the alarms hour, first alarm and second alarm, and the alarm minute time. More, we can set the water heater to auto on, means we do want to turn the water heater on every day according the alarm 1 and alarm 2 hours, or auto off it's if it's summertime and we do not need to turn it off daily. We can increase the interval time or decrease it by 1 minute up to 40 minutes. Of course, you can modify this figure to increase or decrease the maximum on interval time. Due to hour changes in summer or winter time, we can change the time on the real-time clock according the season. If it's summertime or winter time, we can add or decrease 1 hour from the real-time clock hour. Last, what I'm doing is printing the water heater unit status to the phone terminal. Okay, now to the application. So the screen of the phone looks like this. We have an immediate on and off button. We can increase the first alarm hour or minute, or the second alarm hour or minute. We can increase the heater on interval or decrease it by 1 minute, and we can turn on or off the automatic daily activation. We can change the real-time clock time, either it's winter time or add if it's summertime. On the phone you will see here all the data that is sent from the unit over the air, the Wi-Fi. How to send the commands, to set the commands behind the buttons. So we have here each button and what he does. Actually, each button sends a string to the fixed IP address, which I set for the unit, for the water heater unit. And this string is in the code, analyze and accordingly do the correct command. Okay, so as you can see, this is the WeMos and the real-time clock. It is connected, as I showed earlier, through a power supply. Currently it's connected to these LEDs, but of course later on the idea is to connect the relays. Let's upload the software, the application, to the phone. Uploading the application to the phone. Okay, so the application is on the phone. Let's read the data from the unit. It's 19 and 32 minutes. The water heater is off, and currently the first alarm is to 6 o'clock in the evening and the other one to 6:22. As you can see, the lights are off, meaning the water heater is off. If I will turn it on immediately, the lights goes on. If I will turn it off, the lights goes off. I can program the first alarm, let's say to 18:35. We will add minutes. You can see the minutes increases to 35. Let's put the second alarm to 40, and let's set the do interval to be 2 minutes. Now let's activate the daily on. It turns to on. If we will wait 1 more minute, then we will see that the water heater will turn on. You can read the time by pressing this refresh button. That's all. So continuing, currently we have 15 seconds to the automatic on. 9, 6, 4, 3, 2, and you can see the water heater goes on. If we'll wait 2 minutes, it will turn off. If I want, I can turn it off immediately by pressing the off button. I will let you check the firmware, the code at home, and to reply if you find some mistakes.